couple things I want you to make sure you do before you go out into the woods, anytime you go out into the woods. First, let at least 2 trustworthy people know. Let them know where you are going, when you'll be back, and what time they should send help for you. 2 trustworthy people. That doesn't mean your little brother or your little sister. Okay.
Like mom and dad or both.
And let them know what your plan is and stick to that plan. So if something does happen, a search and rescue team knows where to start. Many times you get a call, my husband didn't come home. Well, where is he hunting? I don't know. What do we do? Helicopter covering 50 square miles?
Yeah,
It's thermal. You need some thermal.
If you don't know where he's hunting,
I used to get lost all the time. I used to, and I always had to know where he was, what road. Contact line, I had to go out and find him a few times, beat the horn, and here he is 30 yards from the road up in a tree in pitch black to give him his way out.
yeah. So always those 3 things. Where you're going, when you'll be back, and what time they should come looking for you. I usually allow about 3 hours, just in case you get a flat tire in the vehicle or something like that, so I'm delayed getting home. Nobody worries. Carry a cell phone with you if you've got it, and the area you're going in. Even if the area you're going in does not have coverage, you may get to an area that does. I don't know if climbing up a tree will help with coverage.
And sometimes you can text when you can't, you don't think you're getting out, you can text when you can't get cell phones. Yeah. That happens with my
Mine's
sister.
either
She
full
lives
or-
by, she has a camp in north of Iron River off of Perch Lake. It's like 72 miles from our house, but it's way up there. But she can text us, but she can't call us.
Yes. Sure. Okay. The other mistake that many people make when they go out, they don't check their equipment over. They get out there and go, yeah, I got matches. They get out there, they open it up. Oh, that's right, I used the last one. Check all your equipment. Make sure that nothing is missing. Make sure that nothing is broken. And if you bought a new piece of equipment, make sure you become very familiar with that before you go out in the woods. When you need to use that equipment is not the time to start becoming familiar with it. And whatever area you go in, try to learn as much about that area before you go. Learn where major landmarks are. Learn where nearby roads, streams, power lines, gas lines, anything like that. So the area that I'm in, depending on whether I'm north or south of the power line, if I get totally confused as to where I am, I just go south, power line, and go.
Follow it up, County Hall.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know that area really well.
Yep.
Power line, you mean the big red ones? Those really tall
Goes
red
from
ones?
The
County
red ones?
Hall out to
Cold.
141.
You gotta be careful, Mary.
That's,
I believe there are 2 different sets of power
oh,
lines.
the ones that cut into Niagara and go, all the way south.
Okay. Go all the way south?
I mean, keep going south. That's as far
Nope.
as I go. I
The
haven't
ones I deal
trailed.
with are east-west power lines.
Nope, mine go north and then they cut into Niagara and then they keep going north and south.
And then if you go over to the Chapman Road area, there is a gas line that cuts down through there.
County Hall has a big power line too on that side.
Also, no matter where I am, if I head east, I will come across a railroad track. Or, sorry, west. I will come across a railroad track. I know I will. So no matter how confused I get, how lost I get, I got 2 safe directions. I know I go in and I'm going to come up somewhere. I also know that if I have my compasses working and I walk at compass heading 290 something, and I walk for 2.5 miles, I'll come right into my backyard.
And you know,
Really?
I had a compass
Yeah.
one time get ruined by being stored next to a cell phone.
Yep.
It wrecked the magnet in it. So you don't wanna keep
Oh,
your
yeah,
cell
I'm
phone
straight
and
on
your
that
compass
myself.
in the same pocket.
Yeah.
Your cell phone has a compass on it too.
Me and,
Yes,
Your iPhone doesn't either.
do you remember Riley? You remember Riley Beckler from last year, Christmas?
Yeah.
Him and I got stuck out in the wilderness on a snowmobile. We had to track we eventually got the snowmobile to start, but we were lost. So we went out to the power lines, and I could tell where all the trails were. If it was on this side of me, then that means that we were heading north, which is back home. If it's on this side, we're going south. We're going to go eventually hit Pembine in the track, so, or the highway as well.
So if you know major lane features, major markings, and you can get as confused as you want to, and you should not get nervous because you just go, okay, I'll go northeast and I will eventually get to the river. Get to the river, turn to the left, find the gas line, follow the gas line down to where my vehicle is. Problem solved. Also, know yourself. Know how much you are able to do. If you have a large pack and you've never walked 15 miles with that large pack, and you get into a situation, well, if I go 15 miles that way, I'll get out. That may not be a good idea. If you are used to walking like that, that might be feasible. Know what you can safely carry. I've seen people who load up their packs. They go about 300 yards and then they're panting, and know how much weight you can carry. Stay well under that in your pack. Don't overload yourself. Be aware of yourself. If you're doing a lot of walking, periodically stop. Take your boots and socks off. Check your feet. Are you getting blisters? First, you'll start off with a red spot, which you will see before the blister ever forms. If you see that, then you know you need to do something. Add some padding to it. Because once you start getting blisters on your feet, it cuts down the amount of walking you can do. But a lot of people don't think to check their body. If I'm out during wood tick season, I like checking every couple hours. I don't like digging the wood ticks out after they've embedded themselves on me. You can, not much will happen, but I'd rather get rid of them before they start expanding from the blood they're sucking out.
Yeah, because then they really
Because
do.
in reality, every couple hours, spend 15 minutes, you're taking a break, and you're checking your body over. There's nothing wrong with that. Because you walk for a couple hours, 15-minute break is nice. Use that time, check your feet, check other things. What?
We were at a camp one day, and my cousin, he was like 3 years old, and he ran ahead of us. He came back I don't know, we came back to camp, and it was like an hour later. And he said my butt hurt, so I looked in the bathroom, and there was like 5 good ticks on his butt.
On his what?
On his butt.
Oh. One of the items that you should carry with you is a mirror, specifically for being able to check things like that. If you are out by yourself and you get a stick in the face, you can't see how bad it is unless you have a mirror. Then you can say, oh, it's just a little scratch.
Or, oh my goodness.
So, but
Where's my own cheek?
later on, I'll be getting into specific items that you should have.
Where's my-
Okay,